Cruise news time. Well, Norwegian Cruise Line, they're set to make a big change that, well, really could shake up cruising. And look, the celebration is on for Carnival. I need to give you guys some updates on what I was talking about in Jacksonville yesterday. And of course, everybody wants to know what happened with the sprinklers on the Wonder of the Seas. I got that. Cruise news. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news updates. Well, let me tell you about this big change that Norway... Look, I'm going to catch you up with everything, but I know there's some folks that like to get the news straight away. So for all you straight away news people, this show's for you. So leave a positive comment today. Can you do that, or are you just... I'm not going to go ranty here, but look, here's the big story. Norwegian Cruise Line, on their newest cruise ship, the NCL Prima, they're making a big change when it comes to the way they do main dining rooms. Instead of having 14 different main dining room menus that change every night, they're just going to do one menu all the time. And look, if you've been on any cruise, if you've been on any cruise where you go to the main dining room, you know that every night you're going to look at the menu and find something different. Well, it's not going to happen. The story comes from the points guy. Gene Sloan is over there getting the inside scoop. There's going to be a big announcement from Norwegian later about this. But the new main dining room restaurant on the NCL Prima is going to be called Hudson's. And this is what they're going to do. They said this changing the menu every night is based off of this old, traditional cruising where there wasn't a lot of specialty dining, where there was only one place to eat. And so they wanted to give you different food every night. And so they decided to change that approach, and they're going to give you the same menu every night. And this is the appeal. This is what they said. Look, when you got 14 different menus, it gets hard to make a good beef dish. It gets hard to make a good chicken dish. And so maybe if you're in the main dining room toward the end of the cruise, you're going to get a crappy chicken dish. I guess that's what they're saying. So look, I'm going to be interested to see how this works out, because when I hear it, I'm thinking, well, am I going to want to eat the same menu every night in the main dining room, or will that be an incentive to go to the specialty dining restaurants? And you know the difference between the main dining room and the specialty restaurants is a little bit of coin, it's a little bit of moolah. So this could be a brilliant marketing strategy. It could backfire, but I want to hear it from you, all you NCL faithful out there. Is this a new and innovative approach to getting to modern cruising, or is this a way to get you to try some of the specialty restaurants on Norwegian Cruise Line, which are great, but they do cost money? Leave a comment below. Cruise news story number 2, and look, I know a lot of you guys are like, did you meet your friend Brian in Puerto Rico yesterday? I did meet my friend Brian in Puerto Rico yesterday. I got a picture and everything, but again, I'm trying to be news first, because people, somebody said they didn't like to hear me ramble on yesterday. Look, Lord, I'm a rambling man. I try to make a living doing the best I can. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like that should be a song. Cruise news story number 2. Let me circle back around to what I was talking about yesterday. The big exciting news for Carnival yesterday was that cruising has resumed in Jacksonville, Florida, after 2 years of the shutdown. So we had Mobile come back online. We've had Jacksonville come back online. All of these smaller spots that Carnival operates out of opening up again for cruising. Sorry I did not make that clear, but yes, Jacksonville back in the mix. How about that? Cruise news story number 3. Let's talk about the Carnival Celebration. Celebration, not C-E-L-E, but S-A-I-L. It's a play on the word sell. They're having the big 50th birthday celebration for Carnival, and they're doing it by having special cruises where the cruise ships, they flotilla together, they get together out in the middle of the ocean. I've seen some positive things coming out of it. I see people commenting that there's a whole special new line dance just for the celebration, and they're giving out new pens, and they've got midnight buffets and all that kind of... Now, I did get a negative message from a guy, and I've got to verify it, that they didn't get the stuff on one of the cruise ships. That's going to be interesting to see if that plays out. But we've had a lot of reports from a lot of people that are enjoying the Carnival celebration. Some of our best cruising friends, the Sharon at Sea YouTube channel, a bunch of people that do admin stuff for us here at Lido Loca, the ship show, they're all enjoying the Carnival celebration. So I can't wait to hear the reports from them. And I have seen a picture or two of the flotilla where people are together. So just taking a moment to recognize the fact that a lot of people get into cruising because of Carnival, and so we should give Carnival some props and wish them a happy 50th celebration. So that's really cool. And look, I wasn't even going to cover this next story because it seemed like a non-story to me, but then it's getting a lot of coverage and a lot of people heard about it. A lot of people reached out. Oh, are you okay because of the flooding on the one? So I'll tell you my experience, and I saw it firsthand. But first, let me quickly invite you to subscribe if you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising. I didn't even tell you where I was filming at today. Let me show you the office set up today on location at Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. And today I'm in Central Park. I snagged a table at Giovanni's. I'm waiting for him to bring me some sweet charcuterie and a big old fat piece of lasagna at 9 o'clock in the morning. No, but how beautiful is this? It's a hot day. It's a sea day. We're not allowed to get off the ship on the sea day. But look, if you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, oh, we haven't done the wave in a while, cruising, please consider subscribing, notification bell on. And Jenny B pointed out very astutely, when you hit the notification bell, everybody needs to go check their notification bell. When you hit the notification bell, you can do it personalized or you can do all. If you want to get all of the notifications from the Lido Loca, from us, make sure you hit the all. And look, we're trying to get to 18 million subscribers. Are you a part of that number? We hit 18 million subscribers. Crazy things are going to happen. But we're dreaming big over here. I'm just a boy with a dream. Join in, hit the subscribe. Thank you in advance. All right, there was a sprinkler malfunction on the promenade of the Wonder of the Seas. And if you're familiar with Oasis class ships, you know that the promenade on the Oasis class ships are big old wide multi-deck promenades. And so I was having my lunch the other day. I was in the buffet and somebody came up to me and they said, look, you got to go down and check out the promenade. It is full on flooding in the promenade. And I was like, okay. And so I went down there, and as soon as I got off of the elevator, you can't see the promenade when you get off the elevator, like when the doors of the elevator opens, you can't see the promenade. As soon as the doors open on deck 5, you could hear rushing water. And so I didn't film this again because it's the first cruise, right? So you know, who knows what's going to happen, and you got to expect that a lot of things are going to happen. And so, but yeah, as soon as those doors opened, I could hear the water, and I turned and I looked, and the sprinklers were going off. It was like any other time that you'd seen sprinklers going off, but because of the size of the ship and because of the size of the promenade, it was a lot of sprinklers. And so there was a good crowd there watching the sprinklers go off, and man, there was even more than a crowd of people watching the sprinklers go off. There was a massive amount of crew members working to contain the water. They were able to drop a big like blast door. I thought I was like on, you know, I thought I was out in space. A big blast door dropped down, but that was it. I mean, it was a lot of water. The big blast door dropped down, and I went off to Labadee, and I came back from Labadee an hour and a half later, and the whole place was clean and dry. And so a big kudos to Royal Caribbean for what was probably a super stressful situation. You could see everybody jump in and resolve the issue, and really I would say minimal impact to guests. But it was wild. I mean, again, you got to think about the Royal Promenade. You got to think how big it is in the context of things, and you know, but that's the way it goes. And so really a non-story. I know it got posted everywhere and people are freaking out, are you safe, all that. There was never a time that anybody was in danger. It was just one of those things that happen. It's not something that you normally see happen, and so I understand the interest in it, but enough of you have asked what the heck happened, so there you go. Now, before I get out of here, real quickly, I got to meet up with my friend Brian. Brian was my roommate when I met Jenny 20 years ago. This guy really... Sometimes there's people that come in your life at exactly the right time that help you get to that next part of your life, and you don't even know it. And Brian was that guy. That guy, when I met that guy, I was in a hard place. And because of that guy's loving and kindness and just being who he is, he got me through that hard place and allowed me to get to this place. So I got to say, even without Brian, there's no Jenny. Without Jenny, there's no Lido. The tapestry of life, right? It just stacks on top of each other, and you get these moments where you know, I was just sitting. I was sitting in Senior Frogs looking. I was sitting in Senior Frogs looking at my friend Brian, appreciating I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. I was sitting in Senior Frogs looking at my friend Brian, appreciating that tapestry of life, and just very grateful again today. This is like the grateful tour, I guess, but yeah, so this is my friend Brian, and yeah, I hope you have a Brian in your life. All right, I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, there's a simple way to show it and to support La Lido Loca. That's by hitting the like button. And unfortunately, it's a lot of tough love here. If you do not hit the like button, I'll be forced to punish you. And the punishment will be this. The elevator will not work if you're only going up one floor. Look, I know you paid your money. It's your vacation. You shouldn't have to walk stairs if you don't want to. But if you do not hit the like button, then every time you need to go just up one deck, you're gonna have to take the stairs. And look, I don't want that. So please hit the like button. This is Tony for La Lido Loca. And until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.